Hi, this is Simone, also known as Cuves on Twitter, and I was just coming through to talk about my upcoming journey that I'm going to be doing. Anybody who knows me knows that I had taken a more seriously commitment in regards to losing weight, and I've been pretty public in regards to it, more so than usual, especially making it public on the web. So just to recap, for people who don't know me or just wants to get to know me, back in January of 2010 is when I decided to commit myself to going through to lose more weight, and I joined the Y. And in February, when I did like their wellness fitness check exercise thing, I found that there were some things that concerned me, and I went to a doctor in February and found out that there were some medical concerns that needed to be addressed before going full speed into doing workouts and things. And basically everything got settled, and in April I had a iron infusion, and then in June of 2010 I had 3 surgeries that were done, one that also involved having my thyroid being removed. And then in August of 2010 I was given the thumbs up to go ahead and start exercising, and I started walking. That was my number one choice in exercising. And I found from August to October, I lost 31 pounds strictly on walking. I was doing an average of about, on my days that I was working, I did about 2 to 3 miles of walking. On my days off, I did about 5 to 8 miles of walking and had a blast doing it. It was great. And then, of course, the weather started turning bad and forced me to go indoors back to the Y to really do exercising again. And I found that that was boring after doing all the walking that I did in the outside world. And, of course, with the holidays, I went a little bit crazy in eating. And I managed between November and February to gain back 10 of the pounds that I had lost. So I wasn't really depressed on that, because gaining back 10 pounds was a lot better than gaining back all of the weight and having to start the whole thing over again. So that was a good thing. I joined up with a group called Momovations that I had seen in December and fully committed myself into them for their 7-week program called Move It, Lose It, and I had a great time doing that. I met some really nice women and was able to lose 6 pounds in the 7 weeks. Also, at the end of the 7 weeks, on May 21st, I ran my first 5K, ran, walk it kind of thing, and completed that in 42 minutes and 1 second. That was my official time, and I came out as number 13 out of 24 women. So that was one of my really proud moments. But after that, I got in kind of a funk again, I guess because I didn't feel the support like I did when I was doing the Move It, Lose It. And that was more of my fault than Momovation's fault. I let that slide and kind of went in my cubby, and but I started coming back out of it. And basically, one of the women who was part of Momovation, she was doing a giveaway for this drug called hCG. Now, I had seen things about hCG over the web, and most of the time when I had seen it, it was a lot of negative things about hCG. And seeing that somebody in Momovations was offering something like this, I was like, well, let me go ahead and research it myself a little bit more and find out about it. So I did, and I honestly found a lot of great information about hCG. I found information on Dr. Oz show. He had done a program about it where he doesn't quite give his blessings on this particular diet. He still is in the mindset that if you want to lose weight, you need to have at least a 1,200 calorie diet to be safe for your body's sake. But he did admit that scientifically there really wasn't enough evidence to disprove the diet, and he had a lot of people on the show that had done the diet, including some doctors who had done the diet. And that kind of made me feel a little bit more comfortable, because of his honesty of not approving but approving it at the same time. His thing was, though, to basically do it under doctor supervision. I don't think my insurance would cover something like this, and from what I could see out of pocket, it would cost me about $1,200 to go through just one round with a doctor, and that's just money I don't have. Another reason I'm planning on going on to this particular diet is because I can't seem to break past 215 pounds, and that really pisses me off. I can't break that level. It seems like my body doesn't want to let go of it. And I've seen a lot of, another thing is I've seen a lot of proof with YouTube of people who have done the hCG diet, and the things I've seen are just absolutely amazing. And I want to have that kind of success. I've seen some people actually even did videos to show what they look like a year later, and majority of them were able to keep the weight off, still at the same weight that they were when they ended doing the different rounds on hCG. The few that did gain weight back, they were honest and said, that they didn't do the exercising, they didn't maintain eating a 12 or 1800 calorie diet. So that was the reason why they gained back the weight. And so it is going to be accountability in regards to making sure that if this is successful for me, that I have to make sure that I'm accountable for the after maintenance of keeping the weight off and not gaining it all back. And that's just how it is for any diet that you would go on. So for myself, I don't see that I'm going to have too many problems. I just know with not having any carbs in my diet that I am going to have lots of headaches in the first week or two because of the withdrawal, my body detoxing itself from all sorts of different foods that are not good for me. The food limit, of course, is another concern because it is a 500 calorie diet, and that's going to also be hard. So for somebody who doesn't know what hCG is, it is a pregnancy hormone that men and women can take, and it's supposed to help you lose like on average, it's like a pound a day while you are on it. It does run in basically 4 different phases. The first phase is phase 1, which is the first 2 days, where they call it the load days, where you can eat anything that you want to eat. And while you start it, basically you are, for myself, I'm doing the drops. I have a fear of needles. I don't like needles, and nobody's going to put a needle in me at this point. So I did get the drops online along with the B12, so that's good. Then after that, for 41 days after that, I will be on the 500 calorie diet, the very low calorie diet, and still taking the drops. This particular company recommends taking 10 drops 3 times a day before you have your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, of course. I also downloaded a program on my Android phone. You can also get it on your iPhones. Woo, iPhones! Sorry, I'm an Android fan. But I got this program called hCGapps.com. It was a $13 program. But I think it will be worth it because how it's going to keep me on track with taking the drops and getting through my day. Or night, in this case, since I'm still working on night shift. I'm hoping to lose at least 30 pounds, if not 40. Dare I say 50? I can lose 50. That would get me to pretty much my goal weight, but that's that. I do have like also my little sheets already for eating my food, my Excel spreadsheets. You're probably asking questions of what company I got it from. I'm going to hold off on the company. The reason for that is I don't want to give a company that I can't review yet. And once I'm able to review this company from taking their product at the end of my 43 days while I'm in the phase 3 maintenance, then I will be able to feel comfortable of giving out the name of where I purchased my drops from. So I'm going to start this on July 3rd. So July 3rd and July 4th are going to be my loading days. And on those days, I get to pretty much eat anything and everything that I want. It is recommended to eat a lot of high fatty foods to prepare my body for the 41 days afterwards that I'm going to be doing this dieting. My plan is also to go ahead and to basically do a daily vlog of my progress for the hCG diet so people can see everything. And then at the end of the 43 days, I'll do like a little video clip of every day how the weight has changed my body. Anybody who's interested in this diet, I can go ahead and mail them Dr. Simeon's pounds and inches so that you can read up on it. But if you do a Google search for Dr. Simeon's pounds and inches, you'll be able to find it for free anywhere on the web. It's very easy to get, and you can just go from there. So here I go. I got a couple more days before I have to lose, and hopefully I will find that I am the biggest loser.